chair, but
I'll go on. Go ahead.
all right, so we have a roadmap to building your career. So I'm not very good at talking about cybercrime and all this other stuff. So I am good at talking about jobs and how we can actually find our way into a profession. So some of the topics I want to hit up on was just technical, non-technical trainings, building your network, build your resume with on-the-job experiences, resources, and what is your brand. So there's behind each of these topics, there's a lot more that we can talk about. So hopefully at the end of the Q&A, maybe you'll have some questions. So technical versus non-technical trainings. I think City College is a great resource for us to start off at. Offers us a lot of these courses and where we can build our technical trainings, right? So some other additional trainings that you might be interested in, I think Sam and a few instructors talked about, is SANS and ISACA, and there's a whole, world of trainings out there. There's also conferences. If you ever go to a conference, they do have trainings there. There's also a lot of nonprofit organizations, like OWASP is one of them, Open Web Application Security and Privacy, and then Women in Security and Privacy is also known as WISP. So there's a lot out there. So building your network, one of the things I enjoyed is, kind of going outside of City College, and to many of the community events. So you can go, there's OWASP events, WISP events, Tech Ladies has events. These are all like nonprofit communities that delve in technology and cybersecurity. And then we also have competitions, like many of them are here at the college, like CPTC is coming up in 2 weeks. So that's the cyber pen testing competition. CCDC is more like defense, more for blue teamers. And then there's always these online CTFs that capture the flags. So you can find a lot of those. And many of these are at conferences again. B-Sides and RSA are really big ones in San Francisco that you can go to every year in the spring. And then Day of Security, which is coming up in 2 weeks, is again, it's all female cybersecurity events. And there's DEF CON Initiative, which are very well known every year, that happens in August in Las Vegas. So if you ever want to go to Las Vegas, it's a good opportunity to go. These are really big conferences, very well known. So what do we do with all of this information? We're looking to build your resume. So we want to do it through internships and volunteering. Like you can volunteer at conferences, and that's a really great way of getting into a conference for free. It's just to volunteer like maybe 2 hours or 2 shifts, 2 hours each, 4 hours maybe at the max. Gets you right through the door. You meet some really great people, probably get some jobs through them and referrals. I sort of kind of got one through there as well. There's also apprenticeships. Olivia, who does the information security analyst apprenticeships, she's on here at campus if you ever want to talk to her about that. And also to go back for the internships and volunteering, Steve Nelson handles that. He's our computer science and CNIT career specialist. So he's a great resource as well. And then we have a lot of job postings everywhere. There's ones on LinkedIn, Twitter, Slack. There's like these org newsletters, Tech Ladies, Women in Code. Funny story, on Twitter, one of my red teamers actually posted her resume and posted that she wanted to be a pen tester on Twitter. Within 24 hours, she got 260 like referrals, like private DMs to her Twitter, and it exploded, and she had a lot of people reaching out to her. So some of the out of the box thinking, just posting a quick message on a social media like Instagram, Reddit, people actually notice. And if you're passionate about it, then it's a great way to connect and get that referral and to get your way in. And so some of the resources I go to, like I love City College, I love the resources we have here. We also have the Cyber Club, I'm of course the president of, and we go online. So if you want to connect and get more information, join the community. There's a huge cybersecurity community outside of City College, which you can join and be part of and learn, and then find where you want to be in the cybersecurity industry. There's a lot out there, Twitter, LinkedIn. Meetup and Eventbrite are great places, again, to find events and people, network, build yourself. And what is your brand? At the end of the day, you kind of want a job description. So here's a huge list, but this is not all inclusive. There is so much in cybersecurity. So pick a area and then explore it and learn about it. There's just so much out there for you. That's it. Any questions?
Cyber clubs, what time do they meet?
Well, we're not meeting right now. we really aren't meeting in person. We're really online at this point because we're just connecting with a lot of industry partners. We're expanding. For guest speaking, we have like already so many that's being brought in by Sam and a few of the other instructors. It's kind of like overstimulating right now at this point. So we kind of worked on more of the business partners, the industry connections that we have. So this is where, you know, we're kind of expanding online and doing more of the filling in the gaps, like all the resume writing, all the, you know, we have a handbook out right now for resume. So a lot of students have been reaching out, needing help on resume writing or interview practicing. So that's been mostly what we've been spending our time working on, because it looks like that's what students need more of. So this is kind of, you know, we're kind of in a transition place as well for the club, because we did such a good job of getting everyone out of City College into jobs, into internships, into, we kind of have a huge goal of like, you know, we brought everybody in, had a club, and then we got them all out into the industry, and now we're looking at like who else wants to come through. But it looks like it's better just to go from training and straight into the industry. So for us, we're just very supportive of the City College faculty that's here. So
also go to the job fair. Job fair was bigger than it's ever been.
right.
Really, and we had two of them last semester. We got another one this semester.
Not this semester, but in January.
Yeah, but
And
the job fair.
we had
one.
We
had one this semester. We did, but last semester we had two. And
Right.
There seems to be so much interest. Anyway, that's awesome. I think that's.
Yes.
You know, by the way, you guys might not know this, but the regular job fair that's in October, I just put on my campus. Cyber SN is going to be there.
Cyber SN?
Yeah, Deer to Diamond, Brain Days, that whole day of security.
Okay,
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, they're actually going to be here.
You speak for them Wednesday
night.
Wednesday, you speak right?
So what they are, they're actually recruiting agents. Cyber SN.
Oh, good. So we should be going back on too.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, and just mom that one, but there's no other.
That's great.
But that's
Okay.
a huge company.
That's why the products are gonna be. Right, well, let me stop this recording and then I'm gonna check for the,
All right. Oh,
Thank you.
Cyber SN is over at Day of Security.